Muscle Mole.
Blaster Wang. Almost said Blaster Wang there. The authentic Chinese way of saying Blaster Wang.
Love it. Right, as you know, we always trail on piggyback UFC. We've done 131. Going to pay Strikeforce a bit of respect, and we're going to cover their big Grand Prix.
Oh, and what a Grand Prix it is.
We both love the big heavyweights, the big sluggers, and I'm sure you guys do too.
So a very brief recap. We had Fedor versus Bigfoot. Fedor won. And
no.
Oh, sorry, Bigfoot won, sorry.
We would have expected Fedor to win, but he didn't.
And Karanov versus Arlovsky and Karanov won. So this one we have Overeem versus Werdum and Brett Rogers versus Josh Barnet.
Well, how can we forget him? He's our show's favourite guy. Talking about the Overeem Werdum fight, we say it time and time again, it's your classic striker grappler. Overeem, I don't care about any of them. See, I've seen a few of the times he's hit the deck, he's garbage. Wouldn't say it to his face, but it is. Werdum, immense on the ground, don't get much better than that probably at heavyweight. So I think it's going to be, can Werdum, if he got it to the ground he would win, but the question is, can he? And while he's trying, is he going to eat some of those big knees?
Oh, and they're big knees, just ask anybody. Anybody who's ever fought that boy. Big knees.
Brutal. So,
Overeem striking prowesses. Obviously K1, we've said this, a 4-Strikeforce champion, all the rest of it. I like the way that Werdum's in back to Rafael Harderos, sorry if I've pronounced that wrong, but basically he's the main MMA guy that he's training with. He's trained Vanderlei, all these sort of guys. He is there with him, getting a good game plan. You say he just needs to get it to the ground. He beat him the last time. Werdum is up.
Lightning doesn't strike twice, I believe, is what the...
Well, that's what Overeem's saying.
That's the statement.
Overeem is the current Dream Champion, Strikeforce Champion, K1 Heavyweight Grand Prix Champion, and also he's looking to win this, then unify the UFC, then become the number 8 of all time. So he's very focused and driven. For
me, I think Werdum's going to really struggle in this fight. Overeem, I think, going to have a much better game plan than Fedor did when he was fighting Overeem. I almost feel that when Fedor was fighting him, he got suckered in a wee bit. He clocked Werdum, and I felt Werdum kind of sheepishly went down, and he followed him straight in. Overeem knocks him down, unless he's almost out cold, he ain't following him down there. He'll step back.
And if he does fall him down, it's a stand, and
he won't be getting into his guard. He certainly won't be getting into his guard like that. Here, have this, please.
Especially with what he done to Brett Rogers. Knocked him down and he got on the side.
Basically just manhandled him. Here, I want you down there.
Have some, tire fitter. Yeah, man, doing.
So for those reasons, I'm going to go Overeem by brutal smashing.
Overeem as well via brutal smashing. And you can check out the Ream.com, which is a documentary online following Overeem's journey. It's really good.
Pretty cool.
Master Wang here. This is the Go Fast Sports competition. The question is, which fantastic energy beverage company sponsors the Real MMA show? For your chance to win a Go Fast goodie bag, just write it in the comments or on the website. Welcome to Scotland.
Next fight, we've got Josh Barnet versus Brett Rogers. Bit of combat submission wrestling, all that good stuff, catch wrestling. This is the guy's my favourite to win the competition. Brett Rogers, he's a big monster, but he's completely out his depth in this league.
I think Brett Rogers has been shown that Fedor knocked him out with that sort of big cruncher, and Overeem just threw him to the floor and gave him a good... I don't think his ground game is much. Anytime he's been on the ground, he's not really new it today. He doesn't move his hips very well. He doesn't really do anything.
He basically tries to the rookies era of just, I'm just going to try and sit up, and you're against a guy who's got as good a ground control
and that weight.
Well, he's 255 or something. Barnett's no small. He's about 255. He's up near the top limit. Obviously, if he's getting piss tested regularly, this could be his problem.
Another thing about Barnet is, even if you've got a great ground game, but you've got a great BJJ orientated ground game, you're going to find problems with Barnet because his submissions and his logic and his way of thinking about the ground game is different. Combat submission wrestling, the catch-can wrestling. No.
I think a lot of it is control though. He'll get it, hold you down, and as you try to work to get out, you'll create an opening for him to crank something off or something. That's the stuff I like, and for that reason I'm going to say Josh Barnet is going to win easily.
Josh Barnett, metal till I die.
Favourite. He's my favourite for the tournament.
Yep.
If you've got some cash to spare, bang on him.
Hey man, where did you get that great t-shirt?
Why, www.countrymansfist.com. Get yours there.
On that event, which is basically June the 18th, the Heavyweight Grand Prix, there was a beautiful woman who was going to do battle.
Gina Carano.
But unfortunately...
Personal favourite.
Oh, she's a hottie. She's a hottie. A hottie, a woman who can fight, and she's a hottie. But she's no longer going to be a hottie in the hot pants, no.
Our medical clearance has been revoked. I don't know the reason yet. I don't know
No
if
one
you know
knows the
that.
reason. No, they're not revealing the reason.
Maybe she's pupped, maybe she's up the duff. We don't know.
Could be.
I know I'm clear, it's not me. I have asked many times.
So she's out, and then there's another fantastic fight on there. Well, it could be a fantastic fight. You get Jacare.
I don't know if is that on that card?
Oh no, that's on the Fedor Hendo card.
But big fights coming up for Strikeforce, as Master Wang is just alluding to there.
Yeah.
We've got obviously Fedor Hendo.
At heavyweight, where Hendo will win at £204 at heavyweight.
I think if you love clinical K1 striking, this isn't going to float your boat between Fedor and Hendo.
It's
You can look at two sluggers.
Two guys with the best arm punching technique they have, and now they throw wide.
Having said that, you can't argue with it because when they hit guys, they go down.
Yeah, some of the KOs both the boys have put on people are phenomenal. And that, I think it's going to be a fantastic fight because they're both about the same size. It's going to be fast, and Fedor, if the human mentality is like anybody else's, it's probably not. He'll probably come in gunning for this because 2 losses.
It could possibly affect him because see, when you feel you're invincible, you'll go in and try anything. But when you think to yourself, maybe I'm a wee bit suspect to KOs, getting worn down, whatever, then it just starts to play on you a wee bit. Hendo's flying high, you know, he feels he can.
Yeah,
he's talking about Johnny Bones Jones and everything. He's flying. He thinks he can beat anybody. So for that reason,
I think he can beat anybody. Stan Henderson, man.
He's 41 though. I think he is coming. It just seems to be there's such a quick drop off. Seems as if everybody's competitive and then all of a sudden they just look out of their depth. So I think every fight with somebody at that age, because you may be able to fight 3 times a year, I just undefeatable. Then Andy can beat him.
Well, the guys that beat him are beasts. To be fair, you know. Werdum. Bigfoot. Anyway, that's Strikeforce. That's June 18th. That's a heavyweight Grand Prix second part. So we'll see who's going towards the semi.
Get your picks in. I'm quite interested to see who you think's going to progress through that and then who's going to win it. So hit us up here at the MMA show. Check out the website. Subscribe.
All the best stuff on the website.
Facebook, Twitter. All that
We're
good stuff. We're there. We don't get $5 a whack for messages like the UFC boys, but we're there.
Aye, exactly.
For the love.